Dan Karcher back here in Round Rock, and tonight my guest is the winning pitcher from last night's Sky Sox victory here in Texas, and that's left-hander Nick Additon. And Nick, congratulations on an outstanding outing for you. How did that feel?
First of all, thank you for having me, and it was fun. It's always fun to do well, and that's why we play the game.
6 2/3 scoreless innings. You give up just 5 hits, no walks, and you strike out 3. What was the difference for you?
There was a little tweak in my mechanics. A couple people pointed some things out to me. Me and Dabney have been working real hard just to iron a few things out and, get going. And, this is my 3rd start and felt comfortable out there. Really just pounding the bottom of the zone and using all my pitches, and felt like that was the big difference.
And your manager, Rick Sweet, came out there in the 7th inning. I kind of noticed by your body language that you really didn't want him to be out there or see him coming out of the dugout. May have wanted to finish that inning yourself. What did he have to say?
He just told me to get back to the dugout. We had a little chuckle out there, but he made the right move. Jed came in and got the strikeout, and so he obviously knew what he was doing there.
Well, you retired the first 12 batters in a row before giving up that leadoff single there in the 5th inning. What was going through your mind after giving up that base hit?
Just to keep making my pitches. I knew what was going on, and I knew I had been, perfect through 4, but all you can really do at that point is just move on to the next hitter. And if you let some things snowball, then it could have gotten ugly quick, and all I could do right there is just make my pitch one at a time, and I felt like that's what I did, and thankfully it all worked out. We got the win.
And how big was it, Nick, to get through that 5th inning? Because they got a couple of runners on base. You guys were up, I think, 2-0 at the time. So how big in your mind was that?
It's definitely a big deal to leave those runners out there and to keep the score at 2-0 right there. Get back in the dugout with some confidence and let the hitters take over, and they definitely did. It's always great to pitch with a lead and have the guys on our squad really swinging the bats well. So all in all, it was a great night. We got the shutout victory, so I'm very happy about it.
Important to get the shutout in your mind, albeit a combined shutout?
I'd say so. You're always looking to dominate the opponent. That's what this game's about. Whether you do it 1-0 or 10-0, you're always looking to, as a pitching staff, go out there and put up zeros, and that's what the game's all about from the pitching standpoint.
Now, in your previous start there in Nashville, you were cruising along there too, and you gave up back-to-back walks to lead off the 4th inning, I think it was, and then got 2 outs, and then give up a 2-out, 2-run single to Jason Pridey. How much did that sit with you after that last start?
Definitely held some weight in my mind. We scored 2 runs in that inning, and I came out and I walked the first 2 guys. And me, I've been around the game for a decent amount of time. I know that that's the last thing that I can possibly do. I need to make the hitters, if they're going to beat me, I need to let them beat me in the zone. And Fred, we talked about it, and that was the big thing that he said was, I don't care if you tell them what's coming and throw it right down the middle. When we put up some runs, you can't let them get free passes. And so that's what I did last night.
Nick Additon, my guest, Sky Sox left-hander here on Sky Sox Warmup in Round Rock. Nick, you signed with the Brewers in the offseason as a free agent. Why Milwaukee?
They showed interest in me from the day I became a free agent, and they said a bunch of good things. They were going to put me in the rotation and give me an opportunity to succeed. I've played against Nashville a lot in my career, or not Nashville, but the Brewers organization a lot in my career, and seen some very good things with Fred Dabney and the organization as a whole, and I'm happy to be here.
It's your 3rd organization. What was your first impressions of the Brewers when you came to spring training this year?
Just that they're a very professional organization from top to bottom, everything they do. They're very, very much so about their players and in the training room and stuff like that. They really care about the individual and, getting you the best that you can be out there on the field.
And with the affiliation change, you get to pitch half your games in the altitude there in Colorado. What are your thoughts on that so far?
Well, it's gonna be a grind. Everybody knows that it's a tough place to pitch, but if you can pitch there and put up some numbers there and do your thing there, then that means that you can probably succeed at the next level. So I'm looking forward to the challenge, and can't wait to make my next start there.
Well, you already have a start in Colorado, and to me, having seen so many games there over the years, it can be just as big of a challenge mentally as it is physically for you guys. What do you think?
I'd say so. It's obvious that the ball does different things there, but the minute that you let that defeat you before you go in, that's when you're defeated as it is. And all we have to do as a team is outpitch the other team. So it doesn't really matter if it's a 9-8 ball game or a 2-1 ball game. If we outpitch the other team, we're going to win, and that's what it's all about, winning games.
Nick Additon, my guest. Just another question or two for the Sky Sox left-hander. 2 years ago, you had a solid season pitching in the Cardinals organization there at Memphis. What do you remember about your time over there?
I have no grudges against the Cardinals. They were a great organization, brought me up for 7 years, and I learned a lot. They brought me up since I was 19 years old, so I really have nothing bad to say, and it's just part of your career and how it goes. And now I'm with the Brewers, so now I'd like to beat them if I get a chance.
A lot of Brewer fans like to hear that. In closing, you spent the last season in the Baltimore organization pitching at AA and AAA, and AAA is in the International League there at Norfolk. So now you've got a good taste of both AAA leagues. How would you compare the two?
I'd say that they're pretty similar. The travel's a little bit tougher in this league with all the flights and the morning flights, but you're just playing another ball game in another city. So I like both leagues. I have no complaints. This will be my 4th year in this league, and I'm ready to go today. That's all I'm really worried about.
That's a good approach. Well, listen, congratulations on the win last night, and it's good having you in the Springs. I hope you're up there in the big leagues real soon. Thanks for the time.
Thank you very much.
That is left-hander Nick Additon. More to come on Sky Sox Warmup from Round Rock right after this.